Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Watch my video and subscribe my channel. While Brooke declines Nick's proposal, Ridge calls off Taylor's engagement. According to spoilers for Explosive, Bold, and Beautiful, Ridge calls off his engagement to Taylor and Brooke turns down Nick's proposal, leading to a heartbreaking bridge reunion. Spoilers alert, Ridge selects Brooke over Taylor and Nick, destroying two proposals. Nobody is immune from the debris as the repercussions from Italy has swept across Los Angeles like a tsunami. Brooke Logan has dashed Nick Marone's hopes at Forrester Creations, and Ridge Forrester is shattering Taylor Hayes' heart into a million pieces in what may be the most horrific love collapse we've witnessed this year. What's the kicker? That engagement ring is something Taylor is not taking off. Nick burns and crashes his romantic gambit. This time, Nick Marone genuinely believed he had a chance. The rough-and-tumble sea captain went all out, arriving at Forrester Creations wearing his heart on his sleeve and an engagement ring. However, Brooke delivered the blow that we all anticipated but hoped would not occur when he went down on one knee. "My heart is with Ridge." 7 words. That was all that was required to ruin Brooke's potential escape from decades of romantic turmoil. Hope's mother genuinely liked Brooke, and Nick, the only man who loved her and treated her like his own daughter, was once again reduced to the status of consolation prize. He is utterly disgusted by the entire scenario according to sources, and honestly, is he to blame? The man had good intentions when he returned to town. He wasn't having fun. He had no intention of causing jealousy. He was giving Brooke a life free from the never-ending drama of the Forrester family, stability, and dedication that Ridge could never provide. However, we are all familiar with the song's plot, aren't we? Taylor's world is shattered by Ridge's revelation. Ridge, on the other side of town, is going to break the news that will break Taylor's heart. Our favorite waffler has had what he calls an epiphany since that dramatic rescue in Italy, the one where he went into rough Mediterranean waters to save Brooke's life. Translation: Taylor is being dumped by him. Once more. The worst thing? This time, Ridge isn't even being unfaithful. There is no hidden affair, no sensational kiss, and no drunken error. He's simply leaving. Because he apparently realized he couldn't live without Brooke after almost losing her in a boating accident. However, Taylor's reaction to this betrayal is intriguing. That ring is still on her. Is this a denial? Disobedience? What's the first indication that our favorite psychiatrist will lose it and give these people what they're due? The lady keeps returning for more punishment, even though Ridge has dumped her more times than we can remember, always for Brooke. Perhaps she is simply out of touch with reality, or perhaps wearing the ring is her way of saying, "Not this time." Well, who could blame her now? Eric Forrester, the master of puppetry no one is discussing. Let's discuss Eric Forrester, the story's actual antagonist. To plan this catastrophe, this man has been putting in a lot of overtime. Ridge has been poking and pestering him to break up with Taylor and start seeing Brooke again. He cautioned Nick to keep his distance. He essentially planned the whole vacation to Italy as a romantic manipulation exercise. Look where we are now. 2 battles were lost. 2 hearts broke. All in order for Eric to reunite with his favorite daughter-in-law. To be honest, it's both amazing and annoying that the man is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. What takes place next? What does this mean for our rejected loves, then? Both Nick and Taylor must confront the terrible truth that, in the never-ending bridge saga, they were merely plot devices. Could they band together to exact revenge? A possible alliance between the 2 bereaved ex-partners is already the subject of conjecture. They had previously been married. Both have suffered embarrassment. Both have been put to use. They both have good cause to wish Ridge and Brooke harm. Or perhaps Taylor will finally move away from Los Angeles and find some respect in a different zip code, as her admirers have been pleading with her to do for years. That doesn't seem plausible, though, since that ring is still securely on her finger. According to reports, Nick's return is only temporary. He returned for a brief period of time on the program to stir up drama and force Ridge and Brooke to be together, and then, again, send him sailing into the sunset? The man is worthy of more than being reduced to the role of romantic catalyst, the destiny no one requested. What really irritates me is that head writer Brad Bell has acknowledged that Brooke and Ridge are endgame. The whole Italy plot? It was made just to bring them back together. This indicates that everything was planned to put us back where we started, including Nick's proposal, Taylor's anguish, the boating tragedy, and the spectacular rescue. You'd think the authors would understand that fans are tired after decades of this same loop. The response on the internet has been harsh. Words like dumb, ridiculous, and old and played out are being used on social media. Ridge is being referred to as a user and a hypocrite. Taylor's lack of self-respect is being ridiculed. The same story is being told for the 100th time, and yet here we are. Ridge and Brooke will get back together. They will spend about 5 minutes in a state of exquisite happiness. Then they will be torn apart by something. Taylor will be in the wings, waiting. Nick may return to town by boat, and the cycle of exhaustion will start all over again. Does destiny actually look like this? Because it appears more like narrative prison from where I am seated. These people deserve better than to be trapped in this never-ending cycle, as do the actors portraying them. There is no doubt that the audience deserves better. However, we're stuck seeing Ridge switch between two women while Nick and other excellent options are thrown out like yesterday's fashion designs until the authors truly decide to move these characters past their 1990s relationships. Even though Taylor is insane, at least it's something different that she's wearing that ring. And I'll accept any departure from the plan at this point, no matter how slight. Will Nick and Taylor band together for the ultimate revenge scheme? Will something truly surprising result from Taylor's reluctance to accept reality? Or will we continue to witness the same stale drama that we have seen for 30 years? Fans of soap operas, stay tuned. Because the route to get there is inevitably going to be filled with slaps, tears, and at least one person plummeting off a cliff, even when the destination is known. Carter and Hope's bond is tested when Taylor becomes envious of Ridge, saving Brooke. Taylor Hayes will be envious of Ridge Forrester saving Brooke Logan, according to the bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of August 11th to 15th. Here's what B&B fans should anticipate as the relationship between Carter Walton and Hope Logan is also put to the test. To begin with, Daphne Rose will try to influence Carter and his engagement to Hope. Daphne will focus Carter's attention on her since Hope will be away assisting Liam Spencer following Grace Buckingham's disclosures. Carter's relationship with Hope will be tested more and more as he becomes closer to Daphne. Bill Spencer will receive furious updates about Grace's complex scheme to win $1 million and pay off persistent bookies in the meantime. Bill will be horrified that Grace even went so far as to prescribe medication to make Liam believe his tumor symptoms were getting worse. There will be a lot of anger because of what Grace did to Liam and how she misled Bill about the treatment. Bill will guarantee that Grace won't get away with this. But because Grace went to the station to confess, Liam might pressure his father to simply let the police handle it. According to other B&B rumors, Nick Marone will accompany Brooke back to Los Angeles in order to pop the question, but it appears that she will politely decline. After the events in Naples, Brooke would much rather get back together with Ridge, and she'll hope that it might happen. She'll hear the most recent information regarding Ridge's rescue and Brooke's near-drowning incident over with Taylor. Despite praising Ridge's courage and quick thinking, Taylor will experience some envy due to the ex's continued relationship. Ridge giving Brooke mouth-to-mouth resuscitation might also make Taylor unhappy. Ridge might, of course, omit the bit about kissing Brooke and promising to never take her for granted ever again. In the end, Taylor will be relieved that the trip is over and will encourage Ridge to concentrate on their wedding preparations. Since he doesn't want to upset Taylor, Ridge will find himself in a difficult situation, but at this time his heart will undoubtedly be urging him to return to Brooke. Ultimately, Ridge will not stop their relationship, at least not at this time. The reunion between Brooke and Ridge will have to wait, but she will be occupied with a special occasion that will provide some joyous moments at Aiel Giardino. Sheila Sharp will finally learn why Lee Finnegan defended Luna Nozawa, and she might even swear she won't speak about their granddaughter's survival. Liam rages Finn's police update and Bill's vow. Finally, the Tuesday, August 12th, 2025, recap of The Bold and the Beautiful is available. Fans can anticipate that Liam Spencer and Bill Spencer will deepen their relationship in tomorrow's episode. John Finn Finnegan ought to have an update regarding Grace Buckingham's escort to the police station in the interim. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. The fury of Bill Spencer. Let's start with Bill telling Katie Logan about Grace's bravery after he just left Forrester Creations. But as soon as Bill entered the house, Liam and Hope Logan gave him a startling information regarding the brain cancer. When Bill discovered that Grace had conned them all, he was appalled. The fury of Liam Spencer. Bill has promised to hold Grace accountable for her actions. He will spend some quality time with his son in the meanwhile. The father and son were silent prior to the tumor. Despite their violent altercation, Liam was able to forgive many people, including his father, because of the fictitious tumor. Liam and other people lost several months of their lives as a result of Grace's deception, not to mention the awful side effects of receiving prescriptions for drugs that aren't needed. The phony brain operation was another. Liam may have died from any one of those causes. Will they band together to exact revenge on Grace? See what transpired in the most recent B&B episode by reading this. John Finnegan's report. After dropping Grace off at the police station, Finn may have an update according to spoilers for Tuesday, August 12th's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. After coercing the doctor into confessing, Finn led him to the police. Liam was notified via text by Finn that Grace had just surrendered herself in. However, the cops often don't get in the way of Bill's vows. I'm curious as to how Bill intends to make Grace pay. Check out these spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Sheila tracks Lee home and learns Luna's secret. August 12th, 2025, Tuesday. Through all of this, fans could also witness Liam and Hope's continued growing intimacy. Hope and Carter Walton are currently engaged. I wonder when Hope will fully disclose Grace's transgression to Carter. Could Liam and Hope have another chance if he is no longer dying? Taylor isn't informed about Brooke's reunion by Shady Ridge. The handsome waffler Ridge Forrester puts his reunion with Brooke Logan on hold for a very good reason. His fiancée Taylor Hayes, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. What a mess. Ridge has spent decades flirting with these two women, and they have put up with it. They once became great friends, and threw his fancy bupkies on the curb. Ridge is still playing both ends against the middle as of right now, so that didn't last long. Is there anyone in this dumpster fire of middle age worth supporting? Brooke must hold off. In case you missed it, Brooke fell off Nick Marone's ostentatious boat in Naples while performing a mermaid motion. Fortunately, Ridge saved her and her billowing garment by diving into the ocean. Ridge felt like a hurricane after nearly losing his Logan. After pulling her to the shore, he performed mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on her, and they shared a passionate kiss. Because the best aphrodisiac is seawater, Ridge gave Brooke CPR. The two appeared to be headed back toward their destiny. But how will Ridge respond once he returns to Los Angeles and reality? Given that Taylor might go out of remission after receiving broken heart syndrome from Ridge, he must be frantic. Is Ridge able to take charge? We believe that Ridge will be inundated with love and wedding plans as soon as he sees Taylor. She comes on strong, even going so far as to say that Brooke must move on her own. We can see why Ridge finds it difficult to break her heart again, given her intensity. However, how will Brooke react to the fact that he did not urge her to leave Eric Forrester's mansion right away? We're making poor guesses. Brooke is disappointed with Ridge. Ridge is undoubtedly aware that he must be forgiving of Taylor. He is feeling both self-preservation and compassion at the same time. As a result, even though Ridge and Brooke are back together, they will continue to ignore Taylor for some time. Will being kept in the background make Brooke happy? Will Ridge keep his word to Brooke? Nick and Taylor say no. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester promised Brooke Logan that he would put things right. That seemed to indicate the beginning of a new chapter in their decades-long affair. Nick Marone, Ridge's despised maternal brother, however, has no intention of letting that occur. He still wears the engagement ring he had in Naples, Italy, but was unable to put on Brooke's finger. He offers Brooke the engagement ring in the teaser scenes. Budig's dialogue tries to support the planned marriage that she started, while parallel script pages show Taylor Hayes presenting Ridge the ring he gave her. Issues Nick Marone and Taylor Hayes face. Nick and Taylor are aware that they are both underdogs. Everyone has to deal with the possibility of coming in second in the eyes and hearts of those they care about. Without a question, Taylor's greatest love is Ridge. In recent months, she saw a chance to win him back and suggested getting married again. He agreed. After learning that Ridge had thrown Brooke off once more, Nick left for Los Angeles, California. He has captured Brooke's heart, and she enjoys having a strong opponent to confront Ridge. However, Taylor and Nick are aware that they are the ones being followed, not the ones being chased. Ridge Forrester is forced to take action. Eric Forrester, the only man Ridge believes to be his father, encouraged him to pursue Brooke. Fortunately, he did, as failing to do so could have resulted in Brooke's death. Naturally, Kay's character interprets the most recent Ridge and Brooke wonderful encounter as a sign. However, when he returns to Los Angeles, California, and is facing Taylor, people may question whether his feelings will overcome all reason and the vow he made to her. Taylor is worthy of more than a fleeting kiss. It's daylight now. Ridge will therefore undoubtedly refrain from making a snap judgment. Rather, he will probably slowly throw a hatchet at her heart, causing the greatest potential rupture. Ultimately forced to accept responsibility, Ridge claimed to be done with Brooke's chaotic, self-destructive lifestyle, which is why he left her. The image of her carelessly relaxing on the back of Nick's boat right before she made a forceful leap into the Italian drink supported his description of her actions. When Taylor finds out about Ridge saving Brooke and what seems likely to happen next, she should hope she doesn't turn to alcohol. Perhaps Nick and Taylor will come to the conclusion that Brooke is correct. Ridge and she were meant to be together.